My best friend called me from the hospital to say goodbye. He asked if I'd been happy with the men I'd loved. I said mostly. He said I might feel differently about that after what he needed to tell me. Owen and I had been friends since freshman orientation in 2001. He was the first person I called for everything. Breakups, promotions, a miscarriage I kept from everyone else in 2014. We'd lived in different cities for most of our 30s, but that never touched us. When his sister called in January to say he was in hospice, I drove 4 hours without packing a bag. I didn't know what was waiting. Owen had pancreatic cancer, fast, the kind that doesn't negotiate. By February, he could barely sit up. I drove every weekend and talked the way you do when time has a visible edge. He asked about Marcus once, my ex-husband, whether I'd ever understood why things ended. I said I thought so. He nodded and said good. Then he said he had something to tell me and needed one more week to say it right. Marcus and I divorced in 2016. 4 years married, and I never got a clean answer, just distance that arrived in year 2 and never lifted. He left 6 months after Owen visited us for a weekend in October. I noticed the timing but told myself it was coincidence. Owen came twice during the divorce, helped me move boxes, called every night for 2 weeks after. He never once let on that he knew more than he was saying. Owen told me on a Wednesday in March. He said he'd been in love with me since 2004. 18 years. I held very still in the chair beside his bed. He said Marcus had called him in 2014, the year the distance started, and asked Owen directly if he had feelings for me. Owen told him the truth. He stayed 2 more years after that. I sat with the timeline while Owen talked. 2014 was when Marcus stopped reaching for me at night. There'd been someone before Marcus. James, 3 years, the one I thought I'd marry. He left in 2010 saying I wasn't ready. I asked Owen if he'd had anything to do with that. He looked at the ceiling. I said his name. He said he'd told James once that I needed more time to figure things out. I asked if he'd believed it when he said it. He looked at me a long time. Said he was 29 and afraid and hadn't examined it closely enough. I drove home after that visit and didn't call anyone for 3 days. My husband David, I'd married again in 2019, texted asking if I was okay. I said I needed time. He didn't push. I sat in our kitchen and tried to go back through my own life and find what was actually mine. 2010 James left. 2014 Marcus went quiet. Owen present through every loss. Available because those losses kept creating space. I don't know what to do with that shape. Owen died in April. I was there. His sister held one hand and I held the other. Before he lost consciousness, he said my name once. Not like a question. Just said it. Like he needed to hear it in the room. I drove home and sat on my kitchen floor. David sat down next to me without asking anything. I told him everything that night. He listened all the way through. When I finished, he said, "I'm glad you had him." I sat with that a long time. I went through old photos the week after the funeral, found one from 2004, Owen at a party, his hand raised, laughing. I was looking somewhere else entirely. His sister mailed his journal last week. I haven't opened it. It's on my nightstand. David asked if I was going to. I said I didn't know yet. Some things I already know. Other things I'm not sure I need to find.